Welcome back to Pat's Travel Pass, everyone. We are trying out KLM's economy class from Amsterdam to Stockholm. Standard economy seating, should be a good one. Come join us. Early start to get over to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Our taxi driver was absolutely making sure we were getting there on time, doing us a solid. Now, for a 5 a.m. arrival, this airport was lively. The TSA line was one of the longest I've ever seen, and I was getting kind of worried that we were going to be cutting it a bit too close. This was during the middle of our Europe trip between Amsterdam, Stockholm, and Copenhagen. Since this was a part of a larger trip, we did have checked baggage, completely self-service here, where you put the tag on the bag and then the gate closes and tosses your bag back under. But once we got through the busy TSA, I guess not TSA, but security checkpoint, we were into Terminal D, which is where KLM's short haul today was taking place. Our aircraft here, a 737-800 series. Let's take a few moments to enjoy the best airport sunrise view I've ever seen. Now, while this did not come with lounge access, through the Venture X, I have the priority pass. So right at 6 a.m. when this lounge opened up next to our gate, actually D65, we all hopped in to get the required caffeine boost, as well as some actually solid breakfast here. We had some mini pancakes, fruit, a croissant, some juice, some bananas, and then if you wanted some Baileys or wine, this lounge has seen much better days. Like I said, we will be out of the D gates. They actually flipped all the gates here. We're at about D3 here on the map, but that is actually D65 or D59. It was right next to the lounge and the very first gate on the left into the terminal. Boarding was relatively smooth. They kind of boarded in different group numbers and it didn't feel too chaotic. I was actually a different number compared to my buddies, so I figure that they board based on your window or aisle or middle seat. But you can see here from the KLM app, we were pretty far back on the plane, just in standard economy seats. Not too bad actually, kind of had everything you would need on this short 2-hour hop. If you saw the SAS long haul video from LAX to Copenhagen, you know that was one of the longest pushbacks I have ever witnessed, and this might actually have it beat. We were pushing back for a few minutes at least, and I thought we were never going to stop. One thing that I love about Amsterdam's airport is that the plane spotting is one of the best, because you'll get US carriers as well as Middle East and Asia, but then KLM themselves, the home airline, have tons of aircraft, both Airbus and Boeing, so it makes for really good plane spotting. Airport itself is a little funky. The jet bridges have these kind of portholes on all of the gates, so that's kind of fun. But let's take a listen to the takeoff. Once we got up to about 10,000 feet, started poking around the seat and wondering what we get on this 2-hour proximate flight. surprise, surprise, an actual meal. I was thinking about any US carrier in economy would not give you anything besides maybe a snack bag, not even a bag, like a 90-calorie little Chex Mix kind of thing. But egg salad sandwich, nothing too crazy to write home about. But early morning after the lounge food, it was a nice snack. Paired that with some coffee as well that was actually pretty bad compared to SAS. Seat, adjustable headrest, and then we have here something to hold your iPad or phone, which I love on new seats. We have the cup holder here. I don't really ever use it. I'm kind of nervous that it'll spill onto my pants or my legs when it's located there. Tray table is pretty standard. You got a seat back pocket with a sick bag, and then love the individual air vents. I know it's pretty common on narrow body aircraft, but it was excellent. Some of that footage from before takeoff, but yeah, as we made our way over into Sweden, the views just got better and better. The more north we went, it just became greener and greener, something that I definitely miss over in the US, at least on the West Coast when it dries out, but just tons of trees. Now, in terms of costs, we didn't have many options as we really wanted to get over to Stockholm to start our day. So we were looking for one of the first flights out in the morning and wanted to try out KLM. We paid about 153 euros for this flight, so call it $170-ish. But that included a checked bag as well as a carry-on and a personal item. So we did pay a little bit extra to make sure we didn't incur any extra fees on the checked bag. Overall, nice flight, kind of has everything you need for a short hop. And then you get to deplane out of the back of the plane via stairs, which, that's kind of a rarity, but maybe common in Stockholm. I would highly recommend KLM for any future flight. I'm curious to see what their long haul product looks like, especially in business class, to get one of those tiny dollhouses. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.